Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and we're diving into chapter 2 of our new book called Awareness Revolution. I was like, what did we call it? All right. As you're tuning in, I say we, meaning my husband and myself, we are going to dive into it, and you're going to most likely see us both a majority of the times. Today, chapter 2, like our chapter 1, here's what we did. We wrote a book. It's almost done. And it's all about awareness in all different areas of your life. So we went over the overview of the book 2 days ago. We went over chapter 1. And the reason we started with food is because the Keto Mom page is about food. It's about people that want to lose weight. It's about feeling better, right? So we took a whole bunch of different topics, and Steve and I are doing it together. Excuse me. Now, chapter 2 is about snacking, and I'm just going to do it because it's something that I talk about a lot, but it might be my husband on here on a different day talking about finances. We're going to be talking about a ton of different topics, relationships and marriage and parenting. The word is awareness, and the book is about awareness. And we're going to give you just the basic overview, some questions to think about. Yesterday we talked about food, and I have a free PDF from the book for you that gives you questions to ask yourself to help you along this journey. So chapter 2 is about snacking. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for saying good morning. Tell me where you're tuning in from. I would love to know, as you're tuning in, if you need more awareness around a specific topic. I think we have all the chapters covered. But for example, yesterday I was like, oh, we didn't add a chapter about finances. And so awareness, if you're like, or if you're like, oh my goodness, I need awareness around a lot of things. Or if you're like, I need more awareness, and maybe you're going, what does even awareness mean? So we cover that in the book. I go over a very brief understanding of the chapters and what we're diving into. Today's about snacking. It's very applicable to you. You're probably, and I get this question often. What should I eat for snacks? How often can I snack? We were told for years you should be eating every 2 hours. You should be getting your body to process and move food not true. And I really kind of want to debunk a couple things about snacking. So, good morning. Good morning. I see all of you. Cheers. I'm having prickly pear for my ketones, which also helps with snacking and helps control your appetite. And ketones are my tool of choice. I'm trying to read all of your guys' comments as you're saying hi. Good morning. So, I'm not going to talk a lot about this, but I drink ketones every day. I have for over 8 years. They help me not snack. They help with my appetite and so many more things. So if you've never tried them, post trial below, we can chat. All right, chapter number 2. And so here's what we're doing. At the end of each chapter, I have questions to give to you in a PDF or a visual form that you can have. So if you want the questions that I have pertaining, is that the right word, around snacking, just post PDF in the comments. All right, so why do we snack? Why do we need to snack? If you're doing keto or low carb, if your goal is to get healthier, you're going to have a whole bunch of different people saying a whole bunch of different things around snacking, right? So I'm not going to dive into the concept of intermittent fasting, although I think it's super important. I just want to talk about snacking and why we do it. I have people say, listen, is snacking fine if it's a healthier option? Yes. I don't want you to think snacking is not something that you should do, but here's what we want really to help you understand in the book with the word awareness and mindfulness is, are you doing things mindfully or mindlessly? Are you snacking throughout the day? So for example, I wrote down a couple things. I wrote down, are you snacking and are you making good choices? Are you snacking? We really want to cover the why, the what, and the how. Like, why are you snacking? What are you snacking on? There's really an awareness around how often you're eating and why you're doing it. You guys, I forgot something. So, how about this? If you are a snacker, we're going to talk about triggers that would cause you to snack. If I were to say, what is a healthier, better snack that you could have if you need a snack in the day? So if you're like, oh my goodness, I hate the word starving because many of us are not starving. If you need something to get you until dinner time, what would a snack be that you would choose? I was going to start my live and I just You want to know something about me? I often need to take a step back and just take a breather for a second and remember what I want to talk about. I have 2 funny jokes for you. That's how I wanted to start. My family says I'm pretty intense, and I do this a lot. My daughters say, Mom, I get in like a mode and I just want to dive in and I want to teach. But I also want to have fun. Okay, I have 2 funny jokes. So I love it that you're sharing snacks. Yes, cheese, pistachios. That is a hard word, right? Cottage cheese, high protein yogurt. Yes, those are great. I like beef sticks and hard-boiled eggs and pickles and almonds. So share with me your snack of choice if you were to snack below. All right, here's what I want you to understand. Here's a funny joke for you. Are you ready? It's fine. We're just going to take a pivot for a second. All right, why don't snacks ever win at hide and seek? This is funny. Why don't snacks ever win at hide and seek? Because they're always going to get chipped off. Guys, I love jokes. I really do. All right, one more. Somebody said this in the comments for a snack. We'll see if you can figure it out. Never mind. I'm going to give it to you. I thought the answer was cucumber. Why was the cucumber a great snack? Because it's always so cool. All right. I really wanted to start with those. Pretend I started with them. All right. Snacks. I love that you're sharing those below. I want to give you an acronym. I want to give you something to think about as you dive into your day. And maybe you're like, yeah, I am a snacker. Here's what I want you to understand. People ask all the time, should I snack? Should I not? When should I snack? What can I have? Why can I snack? And so I just want to give you some personal things to think about to help you on your journey to getting healthier, feeling stronger, losing weight, losing fat, whatever your health goals are. We have to understand triggers, right? And so maybe you're like, if you were to just simply ask yourself, when you are going to grab for some food, you find yourself in a certain environment or situation or a feeling, asking yourself why you're going to eat that snack. So let me give you an example. If you were to use the word halt, H-A-L-T, like, hey, I'm going to halt for a second before I snack, and I'm going to ask myself if I am hungry, if I am angry, if I am lonely, and if I am tired. So if you use this acronym in any situation when you're going to eat, HALT, which is great, like HALT, don't grab the food. I'm going to tell you why in a second. Don't be offended. HALT, just HALT for 5 seconds. Am I hungry? Am I angry? Am I lonely? Or am I tired? Somebody could put that in the comments if you want. That's what it stands for. The reason I say that around snacking or any food is because oftentimes there's certain triggers that will cause us to snack. Maybe you might know yours already. If you sit down on the couch at night, are you like, I need some popcorn? It's a trigger. Or if you feel one of the hungry, right? If you're hungry, you're hungry. If you're angry, you're frustrated, and you might use a snack or food as a crutch, right? If you're lonely, food becomes a friend. If you're tired, you just mindlessly eat. The point of this chapter is to help you become more mindful about eating and not eating mindless. Oftentimes I'll tell people when they ask Stephanie, they say, hey, I need to lose some weight. And I'm like, what are you eating? Tell me how often you're eating. Give me an understanding of what your food looks like. And usually it's the mindless eating throughout the day. It's they're eating because it's convenient. They're at the office and everybody's snacking. They are eating because they're watching TV. They're eating because they're at the ball game. Like the amount of food we consume, it's not that snacks are bad. It's the amount of food we consume without thinking about it. So as we dive into this concept of awareness around snacking and just awareness around food and using the HALT technique, so let me ask you this. Is that helpful? If all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to eat something. I'm going to halt. I'm going to figure out, am I actually hungry? Am I angry? Am I lonely? Or am I tired? Because then you can go, oh, I actually am not hungry. Like I see food. I want to eat the food. And I'm just in an environment where it's always around. Do I need to eat it? Absolutely not. Why do I want to eat it? Because everybody else is. Am I okay with not eating? Well, what is my goal? Why am I trying to get healthier? Is my why bigger than that little bit of snack in front of me that's going to cause me to maybe not hit my goal for the week? So oftentimes people feel like snacking is terrible, especially if you're down the low carb, keto, intermittent fasting route. That's not true. Your goal is to choose great snacks when you are hungry. Like a lot of you shared, beef sticks, hard-boiled eggs, pickles, a spoonful of nut butter. There's better options than sometimes people say, well, it's fine. I ate the keto snack. Oh, it's fine. I snack throughout the day, but it's it says keto on the bag. So there are a large amount of companies making these keto low carb prepackaged snacks, and they're not the greatest. Are they a better option? Sometimes. Like think about when you're traveling on the road or you're in the airplane, like that's a better snack when you're hungry. Does this make sense? And so the biggest thing about this chapter is to give you an awareness around how often you're snacking, why you're snacking, some better options for you to use the HALT technique, which I think is super powerful, because as soon as you have the awareness of why am I eating, what am I eating, oh, and here's the biggest kicker. Oftentimes you might compare yourself to your coworker, your friend, your sister, your mom, like somebody else, like they're doing keto with me, they're doing low carb with me, we're on this journey together. They ate it, so I can eat it. Or I can eat it, so they can eat it. Listen, this isn't a one size fits all. Like your body operates differently than my body, and mine's different than my husband's. My body actually can handle, I don't want to say more food, different food than my husband's. His body processes food differently than mine does. So just because your best friend is eating a prepackaged keto snack and maybe her body isn't reacting to that, yours might. Does this make sense? So remember, you're on this journey to figure out how your body is feeling, how your body reacts to food. It takes time to actually sit back and go, oh, that really upset my stomach, but it says keto, so it should be fine. And then you go, oh, that's probably not a great snack for me. Or, oh, I actually prefer a whole food for a snack. So if I'm going to have a snack, I'm going to go have some almonds, or I'm going to go have a cheese stick or a beef stick, or I'm going to have something simple. It just depends. So I want you to just give you the awareness of snacking isn't bad. I get asked that often. Snacking when you need some energy or you need some help to get through the rest of your day, or you need something, like I say, high protein is great. So I just wanted to give you that awareness. I hope it's helpful. Use the HALT technique. And I have more questions for you. So I have questions if you want the PDF for this chapter. I've got questions. Let me scroll down because our book is on the computer. So we're going to talk to you about triggers and having an awareness around them. The types of snacks that you usually reach for. Like the 5 questions that we have are helping you have an awareness of how you actually respond to situations, environments, so that we can help you be the best version of you. That's the point, right? The more aware you are in all situations of your life, in any circumstances and in any environments, you will start making better decisions. Because you have a strong why, you want to get healthy, you want to get stronger, you want to feel better. You have the awareness of how food reacts to your body, you're actually listening to your body, and then you're going to start making the best decisions possible. And when you make better decisions, you start hitting your goals, you start feeling better, and then you get to where you want to go. So I have the PDF. It's 5 questions. Post PDF below. I will send those to you. Otherwise, let me see what do we label chapter 3 for tomorrow? Is this helpful? Tomorrow, we're talking about accountability in dietary choices. We're talking about accountability. So awareness around that. Actually, you know what? Well, we'll probably do it tomorrow. It might be later in the afternoon because we are traveling back to Minnesota. We're currently in Florida, which we love. All right. We're going to dive into lots of different things. So we'll just continue sharing. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, at any point in time, you can go to KetoMomSecrets.com. Click on recipes, click on book club. We've done so many different things. KetoMomSecrets.com. You're so welcome, Ruth. You're welcome, you guys. KetoMomSecrets.com for recipes, for the book club, for how to get started with food. Lots of different things for trial packs of ketones. I mail these out every single day. Yes, even when I'm traveling, my mother-in-law helps me. And so we had a ton of people grab some trials yesterday, which I'm super excited about. This is my tool to help me not snack as much. So A lot of you have different tools. Ketones are a tool that I love. They make me feel incredible. I've been drinking them for 8 years. In the mornings, you start off with whatever you start your day off with. I drink ketones. They're incredible. I'll share more about those later if you're interested in a trial. If you just want to actually see the science behind it and understand how they work, if you want better energy, focus, fat loss, appetite control, and more, post trial in the comments and we'll chat. Otherwise, continue to tune into the page for more recipes, for more help on your keto low carb journey. Reach out with questions. I'm here to help. Ask questions below. I would love for you to press the share button. Sharing is caring, and it allows other people to join us in the Keto Mom community. We also are going to be starting a podcast. Hopefully it's done in the next week, if not less than 10 days, with my husband. We're calling it The Happy Couple, where we'll dive more specifically into lots of conversations. We'll take the awareness book and plug it in over there as well. So there's lots of fun things coming. Thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.